The Global AI Summit on Africa is kicking off this Thursday, with industry leaders gathering in the Rwandan capital. By 2030, AI is estimated to add $2.9 trillion to the African economy, though experts are emphasizing the need to harness the technology for inclusive growth and create a safe and secure digital future for all. Well, to talk to me more about this, we're joined by Rachel Adams, who's the founder and CEO of the Global Center on AI Governance and the author of The New Empire of AI, The Future of Global Inequality. Thanks very much for speaking to us on France 24.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the positives now. I mean, what areas specifically does Africa stand to benefit from AI?
Yeah, well, I'm here in Kigali at the outset of this conference, and I must say there's a huge kind of energy and excitement and very much a shared vision around how artificial intelligence can be used within the continent to drive social and economic progress, to drive realization towards the sustainable development goals, and really to transform the lives of those who need it most. And I think this is quite significant if we look at previous global AI summits. This is the first time a summit like this is being held on the African continent, and here issues of trust and safety and ethics, issues of this shared vision for AI for social good are front and central in every conversation.
But before we can roll out this technology, some groundwork needs to be laid, doesn't it, in terms of infrastructure and policy? What kinds of things are we talking about?
Well, I think some of the kind of positive things that we're seeing at the moment and here in Kigali is firstly that we have significant political representation here, demonstrating the priority that African governments are affording to AI as a policy area. We have over 20 digital ministers from different African countries and political representatives from, I think, almost all African countries. And we're seeing that the researchers, the African researchers at organizations like ours, the Global Center on AI Governance, that have been working on research around the impacts and challenges and opportunities of AI on the continent are really being listened to by political leaders, by industry leaders, and by development partners. And so what this is resulting in is major investments in kind of two critical areas. One is around compute infrastructure, which we know to be a major challenge on the continent. We have one supercomputer here in Africa compared to 181 in North America. But there are announcements coming from NVIDIA and Cassava Technologies and with support from UK, Canadian governments, with the Gates Foundation to support the development of compute facilities across the continent that will be inclusively accessible for innovators at all levels to use to drive innovative solutions to social and economic development challenges. And then the other area is around linguistic diversity in artificial intelligence. So we know that 1% of training data for frontier AI models comes from or contains African languages, and we have 2,000 plus African languages across the African continent. So again, there's kind of major investments supported by governments coming from the UK, Canada, Germany, Gates Foundation, and others, pledging multi-millions of dollars to support local partners to develop AI technologies and capabilities that are in local African languages. And this is really, really important for unlocking the benefits of these technologies for billions of people across the continent who want to be able to use these technologies in their own languages and in ways that are direct and impactful.
A recent white paper from a branch of the African Union emphasized the need to reskill or upskill a large percentage of the workforce to help to be able to benefit from AI. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is one of the areas where we're really excited, just seeing the kind of growth of interest around artificial intelligence by people across the continent over the past, 3, 4, 5 years. We're at a stage now where so many people are interested in exploring the use of this technology in their workplace or for small businesses. And I think there is immense appetite, interest, talent, and capacity across the continent to be using AI in ways that serve people, that empower people economically. I know that upskilling and training of people, of workforces, and ensuring that AI doesn't have a negative impact on labor markets has been an absolutely top priority for most African governments. We see, of course, the African Union Continental AI Strategy places an emphasis on that. Kenya published its national AI strategy last month. And so we're really seeing that this is being taken very seriously and a lot of emphasis put on this.
All right, Rachel Adams, we'll have to leave it there, unfortunately, but thank you very much for giving us an insight ahead of this summit in Kigali.